Yes, good afternoon. To the press conference for the opening race of the 2016 TT, the RST Superbike race. Our podium today: in third place for Honda Racing, John McGuinness; in second place for Tyco BMW, Ian Hutchinson; and our winner for Hawk Racing BMW, Michael Dunlop. And let's go straight to Michael. My oh my, what a first two laps to that race.
Things not working.
It's all right, you're on.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I can't complain really. It's a good stand-start lap, which was a bit stronger than I thought. Really, with a few issues in the front, and we're changing the pits. But yeah, it was a good stand-start lap. The bike was working well, and I can't really complain. Obviously.
Was that always the aim, to try and break them at the start?
It's like anything, it's you don't come into the game looking at it that way. Everybody's got pace, and. You just go into it with what you've got, and if it's good enough, well and good. And that's the name of the game, really.
Absolutely. We'll come back and speak to you in just a little bit. We'll move on to John McGuinness for finishing third. And you finished third in a race where you've had a grandstand seat to just an amazing set of laps going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I dropped the clutch from the start, and I thought I had a great run to Glen Helen, and I saw my first pit board. I was miles away, and I just kept hitting the apexes, trying my best, and and then Hutchie blitzed me up towards Hailwood's Rise on the second lap. I was like, oh dear, I'm miles behind here, but it picked my pace up, to be honest. We had a great pit stop and come out in front of Hutchie, but I waved him past, didn't want to get involved in his race, and then so Hutchie towed me away from fourth or fifth, where I was, and then got me onto that podium position, and yeah, it was great. It's great to ride around with Ian. He was inch perfect. He looked really good on that bike, and I really enjoyed it. Put a few stones through the screen now and again, but and then again we just I wasn't sort of safe in third place, and then I don't know what Ian maybe slowed a little bit on lap 4, so I got past again, and I tried to go a bit faster, and I knew our pit stop would always be really, really good, and we came out and broke whoever was 4th. I think it was Hickman, and. Really enjoyed the last 2 laps that I run around with these 2 guys, but the last lap these 2 were gone. I was thinking, I hope they might trip themselves up here and go up the road at one of the hairpins or something and give me the win. But no, fair play to these guys. I had no answer for them. My bike was brilliant. I felt I rode pretty good. It's my 20th TT. I can't complain. I'm on the podium, and my lap record's gone, but hey, it was always going to go. I had it for 10 years, so. I'm not disappointed. I'm really proud of what we did on the Honda today, and we're on the podium with 2 younger guys, and good luck to these.
And you absolutely know what it's like to run at lap and race record pace. Do you think there's anything you can do for Friday?
Yeah, brake later, lean it over a bit further and get on the power a bit earlier. I think that's about all I could do. But I don't know. I'll just do my best. Anything can happen. It's a long race, 6 laps. It's tough, and if these guys are going to be doing that from a standing start, it's going to be really, really tough. But I don't know. I just want to enjoy myself. The Honda's a great bike, and we've had some unbelievable success on it over the last 8 years. And maybe the new bike next year, and if I want to do it and come back again and have another go with a new bike, hopefully that'll be a bit more competitive and give these boys a bit more of a run for the money.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully we'll speak to you as the week goes on. We'll move over to Ian Hutchinson. You must have thought coming out of practice that you had the pace to live with, Michael.
Yeah, well, I knew that the first race was going to be my hardest race. Obviously, it's my first race I've ever done on the BMW around here, and no matter what's gone on in practice, it's going to be different in the race. And my biggest concern was seeing my first pit board and being 7 or 8 seconds down to Michael at Glen Helen, which I was expecting. So when it said -2, I was absolutely peaking, to be honest. So, and by lap 2, it was halfway around lap 2, it was only -7, and I was happy with my pace. I didn't want to push that much at the start and just get comfortable with the BMW. And then after the pit stop, I came out, and like John said, he let me come back past coming through there. And as soon as I see my pit board at Ballacrane, I'd gone from -7 going into the pit to -15, and obviously I knew Michael started 20 seconds behind me, so it just absolutely broke me, to be honest. Lap 3 and 4 was just absolutely pointless for me because I knew he could see me.
But I think that those pit stops must give you a little bit of hope, because you dropped probably 6 or 7 seconds, I think, to Michael across those pit stops. So take those out of the equation and you're closing in on 10 seconds behind only across 6 laps.
Yeah, we need to have a look what went on there, obviously, because with him behind me, it's impossible to be able to lose that sort of time as soon as someone can see you. And the chain started jumping on the sprocket, and I missed a few gears when I was back in front of John, and false neutral there, and then at Ballaugh it come back into neutral, and Michael nearly hit the back of me, and it was just a bit of a nightmare, those 2 laps. So after the last pit I thought, right, I really need to try and get some data for next senior race, and I started to push on again, and you know, it's pretty pointless passing Michael obviously, but I just wanted to do my own thing, so I passed him back and pushed as much as I could, just so that we've got a bit we can sit down and look at for next Friday.
Well, you must take some hope away, because your fastest ever lap was lap 6 at 132.767. That's your fastest ever race lap around here, so that's something to take away.
Yeah, it was a pretty steady lap, and somebody's crashed up all right at Keppel Gates. Obviously, we were all kind of slowed up for the crash there, but apart from that, we had a crisp packet in the road. Me and John at Union Mills, I was like, what the fuck's that? When I tipped in, but I looked like a rock. But yeah, it was just a crisp packet. Apart from that, but I mean, you know, great job by Michael today, and well done to him and his team.
Congratulations to you. Apologies for the expletive there from Ian. So coming back to Michael, after those first 2 laps, then what was the mindset? Just catch Ian and sit there?
Yeah, we just pushed on. You know, we knew we had pace, and we were decent. We were, to a degree, maybe the underdogs a little today, and we just battered on. You know, and to do the stand-start lap at that pace, I think that's was pretty good. You know, and mostly from your stand start, you nip 7 seconds off it for the flying run. So, you know, it showed we had real good pace. You know, so there's definitely a 34 on me, if not maybe a 35. So I think there's definitely something to go for. You know, I've still got a few things I want to change, and I want to keep pushing, and I want to find the limit is, no matter where it's at, we're going to find it. So there's only one way to find it, is to push it to the max. So I'll have a go. We've got changes to make as well, and I think we lost a bit in the pits as well ourselves, and one of the laps I came in behind, and I just lost a bit coming out, but that's neither here or there. You know, I just watch myself and keep myself in the right, and you know, it's big credit to Stuart. He's doing it. It was all, you know, the effort they done was all out of their own pocket. You know what I mean? He's everything I asked for, he gave me, and you know, he said to me at the start of the year, you know, he says, I can't give you factory bikes, he says, but I can give you my all, and he says, well, that's enough for me, and I can, you know, that's big ones for him really, you know, and his health hadn't been great for a couple of years, and after we left in 14 out of that team, and bad year last year, and his health took a bit of a turn for the worst, and he's come back strong again, and he's put me a fantastic bike together.
Yeah, in terms of the Northwest and here, and really even picking up from the end of the TT last year, that final lap of the senior last year, you've just been on it. Yeah,
you know, Stuart's been very loyal to me, you know, after last year, and we had problems with the bike, and obviously we ditched that here middle week, and Stuart gave me a bike. He at that point obviously was probably really at the ell of his health at that time, and he said, look Mike, this is all we've got a BSB bike, you can use it, and we used it, and it was great. You know, we had a good run in the first race until we fell, and a back marker, and then we had a good second race, you know, on a bike that, you know, really wasn't built for here. So he built me one for here, and we come back and we went a little quicker, so that's good.
Does it feel dramatically quicker when you're going at 16:56 pace or whatever it was?
Not really, you know. There's definitely more pace there. I made a few mistakes in the first and second lap. We thought we had an issue with the rear, and I said it to Steve when he came into the pits. I said, Steve, there's something wrong, and he says, right, okay. And they were firing clickers at it, and sort of brought it back round again. So yeah, the pace seemed good, you know, just steady and hooked my apexes and stuff like that. But when you're sitting there and 6 laps to go, it's hard to just watch what you're doing with the engine, make sure everything's okay, and the bike never missed a beat. And
more to come, presumably on Friday, you hope?
Obviously, you know, Friday's a different day, you know what I mean? Today was the day, you know, I don't know, everybody's got their own opinion about, you know, new bikes, whatever, and, you know, old bikes, and everybody's on their own thing, but today was a big starting point for us as well, and new bike and stuff as well from what we built, and I think obviously come Friday the weather's good again. You know, it is going to be hot and heavy, but it's not always the case. Sometimes everybody thinks, oh, because today Friday will be better, but tar, track conditions, weather conditions, you know, everyone plays a big part on how quick we're going to go. But yeah, I'll have a go on Friday anyway.
16 minutes 58.254, 133.393. Many congratulations today.
Thank you.
Our top 3 in the RST Superbike TT. In third place, John McGuinness. In second, Ian Hutchinson. And now a 12-time TT winner, Michael Dunlop.